When you hear Oppressor, what's your first thought? Is it griefers, somebody grinding out their business, or something else? Well, in this video, we're going to be comparing the Oppressor Mk1 and the Oppressor Mk2. Let's get started. So let's start this video off with the Oppressor Mk1. So the Oppressor Mk1 is the older version of the Oppressor. So unlike the Oppressor Mk2, this has the ability to glide. It cannot fly, but it can glide. You can't get much distance. You can go about a mile if you get the right spot, or if you're coming off the mountain or something. And you can go a little bit further than that. I've done about 2 miles max with it. Now, this is a ground vehicle. It tops out about 140 miles an hour, which isn't too bad. The Oppressor Mk2 tops out the same speed. Now, this does take some skill to fly, but it is a lot more fun. This has the lock-on missiles, just like the Oppressor Mk2. Oh, and the missiles, we'll go into some details about it after. Now, this is one problem with it, is if you hit something too hard, you do go flying off it, compared to the Oppressor Mk2, which I think I showcase in this video, I think. But as you can tell, the wings on this have to be out in order to glide. You can do some tricks, and yeah. So let's go look at what's required for the Oppressor Mk1 to get the missiles. So say you're upgrading your Oppressor Mk1 and you want missiles for it. Well, how do you get those? Well, you're going to have to own a bunker. Now, you don't have to upgrade the bunker or anything. Mine's fully upgraded. But you're just going to log in on the computer and you're going to go over to research. Now, you're going to need to unlock the missiles. Now, this could be the first research project you get, or it could be one down the road. But you will need to unlock them before you can purchase these. So you now have the Oppressor Mk1, but you're wondering, well, where do I upgrade this? Well, one option is the Mobile Operations Center, which I have right here. I've called mine out. As you can see, you can upgrade the armor, engine, transmission, repaint it, upgrade turbo, upgrade the weapons, and I do recommend doing that if you do have it. You can add bulletproof tires, and lots of other options. The next option to upgrade is to use your Avenger if you have one. Now, as you can tell, I called my Avenger out right here. So you can just drive right on over, go right on in, and it's the exact same as the Mobile Operations Center. You can upgrade the armor, engine, transmission, and weapons. As a quick note for the Mobile Operations Center and the Avenger, you will need to add a vehicle workshop if you do not have one. Moving on to the third option to upgrade is through Arena War or Workshop. Now, in this case, you will need a weapons expert as one of your mechanics in order to upgrade this. But let's go take a look at how it looks in there. So, as you can see, we're rolling into the workshop right now. And as you can tell, we got all the same options. Now, the only place you cannot upgrade this is the agency and the auto shop. I have checked both of them. So let's move on to the next location. Now, one advantage is if you're a GTA Plus member, you can actually upgrade this. That's over at the Vinewood Club Garage. Now, it's going to be the same options, but if you're already storing it here like I do, it's very beneficial, and you can go in, repaint it, change the livery, and everything while you're in here. Now, I do recommend doing as many upgrades as you can on it, and this is purchased through the Vinewood and Car Garage. It's not available this month of the recording, but it's usually available over there here at the docks, so it's a good chance to pick it up if you're a GTA Plus member, 20% off usually. Hey, that's actually how I got this one. So you're probably wondering, what about cost? Well, it's $2,750,000 for the Oppressor Mk1, or $2,067,669 if you have trade price unlocked. Compare this to the Oppressor Mk2, which is $8 million. Now, with this, you also got to have mobile workshop, which can be the Avenger or the Mobile Operations Center. With the Oppressor Mk2, you're going to need a terabyte. With the Oppressor Mk1, you can also use the Vinewood Club Garage or the Arena Wars. Now, altogether, each one's going to cost you about $10 million either way you do this. Now, I do have trade price unlocked on my Oppressor Mk2. That's how I got it. But, yeah, that's... Let's move on to the Oppressor Mk2, its pros and cons. Okay, so moving on to the Oppressor Mk2, as you can tell, I already got it out. And I'm actually just playing with it because I have 20 missiles on this on average. It's available. It has rocket boost, which unfortunately you can't recharge as fast as the Oppressor Mk1. And What makes this one so common with griefers especially is it can lock on the vehicles easily, especially other players. It's easy to maneuver. It can get out of an area pretty quickly at 140 miles an hour max speed. It can also reach the top of the Maze Bank Tower, which the Oppressor Mk1 can't. Now this comes really in handy, especially if you do KO Perico a lot like me, and as you can tell, you also won't fall off this if you hit something, than like with the Oppressor Mk1. Now, you can just land this pretty much anywhere. You sit a few seconds, as you can tell, it's boosted right there, but this is also good, especially over here at the Mile High Club, where you can come to get the cutting torch often. You can just fly right up here if you don't want to use your Sparrow. Well, go down, grab it, jump on your Oppressor, and fly back out. Now, the problem with the Oppressor Mk2 is it does slide off the Kasaka. That's the biggest problem I have with it. But the Oppressor Mk2 is very manageable. You can fly anywhere. It can hover. On PC, that does not seem to be working right, as you'll see right here in a second. Yeah, as you can tell, it slowly drifts to the ground, and that's without hitting the brake or anything. But overall, the Oppressor Mk2 has its advantages. It's good for grinding out your businesses, your cargo warehouse, your freight for the hangar, or any number of other businesses. Or if you just want to get from A to B real quick. Now, this cannot be used in the Cluckenbell Farmery, can't be used in the Oscar Guzman files, can't be used in most missions that restrict flying vehicles. Those, with the exception of the auto shop, with the exception of the final mission, you cannot use this for. But overall, the Oppressor Mk2 has a lot of pros and a lot of cons. And at the same time, if you're not a fan of a flying motorcycle. Now, if we move on to how much this costs, like I said, it's $6 million with the trade price unlocked, $8 million without, and the Oppressor Mk2 also requires the terabyte. So just like with the Oppressor Mk1, you're going to need a place to upgrade this. Well, unfortunately for the Oppressor Mk2, your only option is the terabyte, and that means you're going to need a vehicle workshop for it. But what's the good thing about it is you can upgrade everything in here: the armor, the engine, transmission, turbo, your countermeasures, your armor, add your missiles. You got a couple of weapons options for it. You can upgrade the headlight if you want, and change the color, the livery, whatever you want to do. But it has to be done in a terabyte. Now, that's the problem. The terabyte's going to mean you need to own a garment factory or a nightclub as well, which is going to set you back over $1 million for the garment factory and a couple million for the nightclub alone, just to store the terabyte. So overall, which one's the best option to choose? Well, the Oppressor Mk2 would be my main choice if you're grinding out your businesses. Like I said, it's good for the cargo freight warehouses, for the air freight warehouse, or for some of the missions that allow it to be used. This is also good if you just want to go fly around and get from point A to point B fast, especially if you want to get to the casino or anything faster than driving there. Now, the Oppressor Mk1 is way more fun to play with. You can fly, you can glide around, you can do what I'm doing here, just shooting at the vehicles because I'm just bored when I was recording this. And this was recorded on 3 separate days, so that's why the videos look a little different. But overall, the Oppressor Mk2 has its advantage because you can outrun the cops by staying in the air where they can't see you. The Oppressor Mk1, you're pretty much limited to wherever you can fly, you can glide to, or you can drive to. Oh, they both have the boost that increases it from 132 miles an hour to 140, a little bit more sometimes. And yeah, overall, my recommendation would be the Oppressor Mk2. For business use or missions, Oppressor Mk1 for just general everyday use. And yeah, if you like this video, leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed already, we'd really appreciate it. I will catch you in the next video.